Well, it's a Sunday morning, it's grey, it's miserable, it's cold, and it's raining as well. Me cheering up. Going on a search for bee orchids this morning. Everyone else seems to be seeing them. Tour of Peterborough bee orchid sites, and there aren't many, but I'm hoping to see at least, probably 3 sites that might produce. That's about as optimistic as I am. Going to have a tour around, pretty quick tour, starting off at the grass verge outside Dogsthorpe Star Pit Nature Reserve, which is kind of behind me over the shoulders, so don't know if there will be anything here. It's a verge that was mowed down a couple of years ago. It was okay last year. I'm hoping it's okay this year, and I hope it'll produce the first bee orchids I've seen in Peterborough. So yeah, off we go. Let's go and have a look. Well, the verge certainly hasn't been mowed down. I'm trying to see if there's anything here. There you go. Certainly not the healthiest looking bee orchid, but this is what's being this is what's popping up all over the country. These bee orchids have been damaged countrywide by late frost and by the recent drought, but they're still here, struggling on. One solitary damaged, knackered bee orchid. That's the sum total of the Dogsthorpe Star Pit grass verge orchid colony. There's nothing the council's done wrong. The verge is okay. It's dry. One orchid. They are struggling. Yeah, this could be a tough trip. Well, not a good turnout at Dogsthorpe. Just checked out the Papyrus Road estate in Warrington, where there was a good bee colony about 2 years ago. It was scalped last year. It's scalped again this year. That's off my red book of bee orchids now. Won't be going back there again. Popped along now to the top of the slip road off the A47 up to Castor. There were bee orchids here 2 years ago. Last year it was also scalped by the council. But I'm going to have a wander around and see what's what this year, in hope, in desperation even. Well, it's not looking good. This has been mowed. I mean, you know, what is the point? What is the point of mowing a grass verge like this? Just leave it alone. I mean, I can get mowing down lawns and grass areas in sort of urban areas, but this is out in the middle of nowhere. You know, just leave it alone. Leave the verge alone. Flowers will grow. This is the verge that's been mowed. There's the verge that hasn't been mowed. You tell me which one looks best. Absolutely crazy. They're only pyramidal orchids, but there's about a dozen of them in this little small area of untouched grass verge. It just shows if you leave these verges alone, you know, orchids will move in. It's such a shame they have to cut them down. Well, they don't have to, but they choose to cut them down. No bee orchids as yet. Certainly a lot of pyramidal orchids starting to appear on this verge. Again, it's just been left untouched by mowers. as it should be. It's an impressive hidden away site with a few orchids in, I can see in the distance. What have we got here? Common spotted orchid. What a lovely little oasis of noisy calm. We're just opposite the entrance to the Milton Golf Club golf course. If you just cross the road from the main entrance, there's a little gap in the hedgerow and you can come through to this little area, and it's just completely untouched and quite stunning at this time of year. There are orchids in here. There was last year, common spotted. You know, there could be more in years to come if it's left alone, but yeah, it's just a stunning little location. Can't find any bee orchids, so that's 3 sites down and 1 knackered bee orchid so far, and I've only got 2 left, so if I'm going to get 3 out of 5, the last 2 have got to deliver, but you know, touch wood, we'll be okay. Well, the fates are ganging up against me. It's grey and it's now raining, but we're at Barnock, site 4 out of 5, and we're 1 from 3 on bee orchids, so Barnock has to deliver. Bee orchids grow here in a regular season, but you don't get many. You don't get many, and they don't grow in any specific location, so you just got to find them. So I don't know, chances aren't high, but yeah, I need to find one. Determined I'm going to find one. Going to head across to the side of the reserve I don't usually touch, in hope. So yeah, going to have a big wander in the rain to find a bee orchid. Chalk fragrant orchid. Didn't think they'd be out yet. Things are moving. Oh, wet. Miserable tour of Barnock. Well, it's been about an hour in the rain, not 1 bee orchid, not even close. A few chalk fragrant orchids as you saw, but lots of nothing really. Unusual for Barnock, usually a good steady performer. Never have many bees here, but there's always some, and you know, there may be 1 or 2 and I've missed them, but if there is, there ain't many. Just underlines I think it's a pretty lousy a lousy season for bee orchids, certainly in this part of the world. So yeah, getting out of the rain now. One more site to do, not going to give up. Certainly not going to find 3 sites with bee orchids, but it'll have to be 2 now. Fingers crossed. Well, soggy or not, you never exclude Swadwell from a bee orchid search. It's the last site this morning, thank heavens. But there's always bee orchids at Swadwell. Used to be huge numbers. It's been diminishing over the years, but there will be bee orchids here today, absolutely. I'm putting it out there. Definitely we're going to see a bee orchid any moment. Yay, success. Pyramidal orchid, well advanced at Swadwell. It's a big pyramidal orchid site, but they're really cracking on here. Good old Swadwell pit saves the day, I think. I kind of thought it'd be a difficult morning. Bee orchids are struggling everywhere. I thought maybe not in Peterborough, but yeah, it's not happening. Just the one at Dogsthorpe, and decent showing here at Swadwell. Quite a few here, quite a few still in bud as well, so it's okay here for whatever reason, but everywhere else, yeah, there's nothing happening. It's just a bad season. The drought's really doing them in badly, but there you go. Nice to end on a high. Busy week ahead, few trips. Tuesday's the big one. A couple of monster sites Tuesday, 2 of the best sites of last season back to back. Really looking forward to that. Weather will be better than this. Going to go back to Castor later in the week as promised, and might well do Mary's Meadows again, because I've got to see those heath spotted in their full glory this time. But yeah, got to get out of the rain now, and see you in a week.